I'm Storm Checker AT meteorologist Austin Haskins with your Tuesday weather forecast. We got to 41 degrees yesterday in Eau Claire, which now puts us in a tie for first place for the most 40-degree days so far in meteorological winter, which is December, January, and February. We now tied the record that was previously back in 1943, 1944 at 31 days. Most recently, we had 28 days in 2001, 2002, that meteorological winter. Now, we still have 10 days left in February and meteorological winter, including today, and we have several days where we're going to be in the 40s and even a few 50s mixed in, so we are going to likely shatter this record by at least several days. Now, another record that we're going to be watching is the number of 50-degree days just in the month of February. So the all-time record is 7 days, set back in 1930. Right now, we currently sit in 6th place at 4 days, and I have 3 days in that extended forecast that likely could at least reach the 50-degree mark, and 2 days that are pretty close to that. So we very well can maybe at least get to 2nd place or even tie or set that record as well. And a third record that we're going to be watching is the warmest February on record. So through yesterday, our average temperature is 31.8 degrees for the month, which, if that number holds steady the rest of the way, that would put us in 2nd place. First place is 33.3 degrees back in 1931. Now, we don't have many cold days ahead of us, but of course, you know, the difference between the high and the low officially, that's the average temperature. I'll have to kind of wait and see how that plays out, but we're definitely going to finish that in the top 5 for sure. Now, whether or not we get to number 1, that remains to be seen. Today, though, we're looking at some pretty nice weather, a mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies, southerly breeze. That's going to boost those temperatures up well into the 40s and some of us even into the 50s. Now, tonight, the only thing we're really going to be watching is the potential for some fog to develop, and it's especially in those areas that still have some snow on the ground, so our northwestern and western hometowns, and maybe even as far south and east as Menominee and Eau Claire. We still have a little bit of snow on the ground yet, but we could be watching that overnight into tomorrow morning, so be mindful of that, because we will have some of those lighter to calm winds developing. And then tomorrow, not much wind at all. A few extra clouds around from time to time in the afternoon, but we're looking at another really nice day. Same can be said even into Thursday as well. Now, we will have some extra clouds around at times Thursday, and that's in response to a cold front that will be passing through, which will cool us down just a bit into Friday. So the next 7 days and nights, we're not really expecting much in terms of precip, at least the next 6 anyways. Early next week, there are some signs of maybe some precip returning sometime as early as Monday evening and sometime maybe as late as Wednesday or Thursday next week. There's still, of course, a widespread range at this point. And of course, we'll keep you updated on that. But until then, we're going to remain dry and rather warm. Highs well into the 40s again, some 50s to the south. Low to mid 40s northwest. You can see around Amory, New Richmond, and that's where we still have that snow on the ground. Now, lows tonight, generally sitting in those mid-20s, mid to upper 20s down towards Alma and Arcadia. Highs tomorrow should be mostly low 50s for a lot of locations, even some mid-50s along and south of Highway 10, upper 40s to the northwest. And then by Thursday, we take just a small step back with mid to upper 40s, a few spots down to the south once again, getting to or just over 50 degrees. But then we all will take a nosedive into Friday as we dip back down into the low to mid 30s, with a blustery northwest wind. So be a little breezy on Friday. Still breezy Saturday, but a southwest wind takes over, and models have pushed temperatures up several degrees from yesterday. So we're looking at low to mid 40s now Saturday, and then we're all the way up to 57 by Monday of next week, which if that were to stand, would break the record of 56 set back in 2000.